Hey, if this message found its way to you, then I'm very excited for you because it means you're ready to step into the next evolution of yourself, but even more than that, the evolution of what it is to be a human on this planet. We hear a lot of talk about the new earth or fifth dimensional consciousness, and there's lots of different ways of talking about what's going on this collective evolution of consciousness on the planet. And it's this realization that we're something so much more than just our humanness. We are all the human. Like, this is not to deny any of that. In fact, this is where the beauty is at. This is where all the juice is at, is to be here in the body. But we're also something more than that. We are soul, we are consciousness, we are energy. And that soul, that energy is here. It's all around our body. It's creating our experience in every moment. It's what's creating our thoughts, feelings, and our actions, and our, what we experience moment to moment in our life is all happening in this technology of consciousness that our soul, our consciousness uses to create, to manifest our experience, our physical body, and all the things, all the amazing things that come with being a human, and also all the terrible things, right? All of the grief, all of the struggle, all of the patterns and the problems. But it's really amazing when you start to tune into this power that you are. And to learn how to work with it, because it gives you this great freedom. And this is what spiritual awakening is all about, right? Finding that freedom to be what you are, the freedom to expand beyond the limited stories and ideas and patterns and behaviors that most of humanity is being controlled by. Really, they're stuck in this. They're stuck in the, that's what we call the matrix. This matrix is all the patterns and the programs that are running the show of humanity in a large part. And so, awakening to yourself, expanding beyond that, is breaking free of that. Breaking free of the matrix of control that's all these patterns. And it doesn't have to be something that some entity out there is trying to control. It's just what's happening in reality. And it's happening within yourself. You can see these patterns. You can see these limiting beliefs. You can see all the ways that your life keeps perpetuating those same cycles and things, and we get triggered into different states, right? They're not you. All these things that we think are us, and they are, but is it coming from these patterns, these programs, or is it coming from your choice? That's really the core question and thing to start discerning and tuning into that higher self, that higher capacity that you are to be what you are and to choose your state moment to moment. It takes practice every day, every moment. Keep learning how to tune into the energy of your true self, the energetic field of your body, of your consciousness that's creating your experience. And it starts by, realizing that you're not your thoughts, right? If you can have thoughts, if you can have feelings, you can have desires, you can have pain, you can have suffering. All those things are things that which is what? This is the big question. What is the you that's having all of those things? This is like the doorway in. You start to tune into that. what's behind thoughts, what's prior to that. This is where the I am lives. This is where the real source of who you are lives. It is what you are. It's deeper, it's more pure, it's more precise, it's prior to all those other things. So you just start tuning in, and it takes some time to breathe and still. That's why being out in nature and just breathing and being aware and listening to the birds and the river and the breeze, feeling the sun on your body, can just help you to slow down and tune in. But there's an even more powerful and more direct way, which is to focus into your heart. You see, this energetic field, this of our consciousness, has a center, and it's here in our core. It's near our heart, but it's actually the very center, right, of our being. And this is why so many practices are about focusing on your breath and focusing on your chest, because this begins to create coherence. And this is the coherence practice, right? Focusing your mind down into your heart and feeling and breathing. But there's two really critical things you have to do in this practice. One is to focus your mind there. Like if you're just off wandering in thoughts and your mind's, this focal point of your thought awareness, this is one aspect of yourself. And you could call this your masculine aspect, right? This is the solar part of yourself. You can focus that. Focus your awareness into your heart. And now there's another component. This we could call your lunar essence, your divine feminine essence. And this is your feeling awareness. And this feeling awareness, it can be off and roaming around in different places. Because what happens when you break out, when you have some sort of spiritual awakening, you break out of the 3D, right? That only knowing yourself as thoughts, feelings, and actions, desire, will. You can't really discern anything different than those like core programs. You can't realize that you're something more than that. So you need some sort of spiritual awakening to break you out of that. And once that happens, now you begin to have this capacity to discern your thoughts, feelings, and actions, and have space from that, right? As the witness, that's what you are. That's the source. So anyway, as this source, I'm inviting you to begin to discern, where is your thought being focused? This awareness, this mental capacity, this solar capacity, where is it? You can move it, because the I am, what you really are, if you really try and feel into that, you can't find it, because it's like everywhere. It's everywhere around you, and ultimately the deeper you go into that very core, that root of your consciousness, you start to feel and sense the oneness of all of life. This is why there's this talk about unity consciousness, God consciousness, realizing you are one with the whole source. And this idea that you're a drop of the ocean, right? The drop thinks it's a unique thing or whatever, but you're the entire ocean in a drop. This is what happens when you go down into your root of your own experience. Really feel into the core of that. This takes practice, but this is what spiritual evolution, awakening is all about. Learning to rest into that. And along with it comes the capacity to work with these. So becoming aware of your thoughts, your focus of your mental capacity, and bringing that to your heart center, focusing your mind there. And it's going to keep wanting to wander, but just keep bringing it back there. And then at the same time, feeling feeling what's alive there and bringing that feeling body into your heart. Just breathe and relax and just keep focusing your mind into your heart center and feeling. And allow yourself to just settle into that. Focusing your mind in your heart center and feeling. This begins to create coherence in your whole field, in your experience. Coherence unifying mind and heart and body. Your whole nervous system will relax when you really do this. Just breathing into your heart, focusing your mind there. All the other thoughts will fall away if you keep doing this. What you are will become more precise, more refined, more focused, more present right here, and calm and peaceful. This is really getting connected with who you are, with the truth of who you are. And this is just the beginning. This is the first practice. This is the doorway into so many other capacities that I'll be sharing with you here on this channel. So I want you to know that it's so okay who you are. And even if you're not really liking where your life is right now, if you're struggling, if you're looking for more peace, or you're looking to have more of what you really want in your life, it's all good. If you practice this, really learning to come into this center and grounding in this heart coherence, this will be the doorway into so many other potentials. So hope you find this useful. Practice this throughout the day. Even just take a minute or a couple of minutes a few times a day to do this. Focus your mind into your heart and just feel and just breathe into that. It's going to do amazing things for you. So have a beautiful day. Wishing you much love.